Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly gaming news wrap-up. This week actually, kinda surprisingly, had a few big stories pop up. The main topics for this video though will be Pokemon Legends Arceus, as well as Troy Baker's new NFT snafu. Be sure and like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on the content on this channel from news to reviews. As always, before we get to the main topics, let's cover some of the other shorter stuff from this week. Like I said, it was kind of a crazy week though, so there are quite a few things here. First, we'll start with a few recent announcements. The Hitman Trilogy was announced for console and PC. It includes all three of the most recent Hitman games, and it will be released on the 20th of January. During that video, they also announced the Year 2 DLC, which includes multiple new game modes. That has the Hitman community very excited. Kirby and the Forgotten Land has had a new trailer put up by Nintendo, and it does include the release date, March 25th, and March is already a stacked month. 2022 hasn't been doing the world too many favors so far, but at least on the gaming front, it should be a good year. Forgotten Land looks great, and I can't wait to see how my son reacts to it. It looks like a ton of fun, and it should be great for families. The last game announcement was the fact that Ubisoft has finally finished porting Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection to the Switch. This collection is going to include Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, as well as 2 short movies in the universe. The physical copy is going to require a download of over 30 gigs, which is less than great, but it will be nice to have this collection portable. This one is going to be releasing on February the 17th. Assassin's Creed 2 was the perfect sequel. It improved on everything from the first game, and I'm glad to see that it is still getting new life. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R Twitter account came out with a graphic announcing the delay of S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 until December 2022. While it's disappointing to see another delay, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement now. Delays are better than another Cyberpunk 2077 situation. We all rag on Cyberpunk, but at least it gave us that bit of perspective going forward. Now with those shorter stories out of the way, let's get into the main topics for today's video. First up, Pokemon Arceus. A new video dropped with a lot more information on the gameplay for Pokemon Legends. It covers the mission structure, combat, and general exploration, as well as customization. The video is over 13 minutes long, and if you're looking forward to this game at all, it's really worth watching. To me, the game seems to be almost a love child between Monster Hunter and Pokemon, which is a crazy combination, but I'm super excited to get into it. It's really seeming to be exactly what my preteen brain wanted from a Pokemon game 2 decades ago. Real exploration, modified combat system that looks like it's changed things around in a lot of interesting ways, Pokemon in the wild that are able to attack your character directly, an actual mission structure rather than the standard go get gym badges that we've all grown accustomed to over the past 20 plus years. This series has been desperate for an evolution for a long time. Pokemon Legends Arceus seems to be that evolution, and this one is coming out on January 28th. We're only weeks away. The internet seems to have quite a few people talking about different issues with the way the game looks visually, and how empty the world seems, but at least from the new trailer, to me, it looks pretty good. It's better than I expected at a Game Freak at least, although that bar isn't very high. On Friday morning, Troy Baker tweeted about a new partnership between himself and VoiceVerse NFT. If you're not sure who Troy Baker is, he's a pretty prolific voice actor in games, anime, and TV shows. He voiced Joel from The Last of Us, Joker from Batman Arkham Origins, Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite, Samuel Drake from Uncharted 4. The list goes on and on and on. He's been around and done a lot of things and done them well. Troy's tweet does come across as kind of antagonistic. Here it is verbatim. I'm partnering with VoiceVerse NFT to explore ways where together we might bring new tools to new creators to make new things and allow everyone a chance to own and invest in the IPs they create. We all have a story to tell. You can hate or you can create. what'll it be? Based on my understanding and research of VoiceVerse NFT, and please, for the love of all, let me know if I am wrong, their intention is to sell NFTs of AI-based, quote, voices that can be used in real time to modify the owner of that NFT's voice into a different voice. So basically, it's a souped-up voice modulator. You will completely own this voice, though, through that NFT, and you can use it as you see fit without any kind of renegotiating contracts or royalties or anything else. The concept of those NFTs sounds cool, but there are problems with it, and those have been resoundingly pointed out by Troy's Twitter followers. Let's take a look at a couple of those tweets, but I highly recommend looking through the thread yourself. From Mossball, we have, Troy, this is not about hate. NFTs are unethical. They have a severe effect on the environment and are creating a massive shortage in chips, computer parts, etc. Do you know how NFTs are mined? Have you done research on any of this? Then from Sean Chiplock, we have, this really hurts, man. You're the reason I got into the career/industry. The performance that inspired me to get involved and start entertaining others. I owe so much of what I've become to you. To see you do something like this feels like I've lost a personal hero. Now, I personally haven't done an absolute ton of research into NFTs like some of my friends have, but this part I actually do get. It seems like this is almost an NFT to automate voice acting as a whole. It's strange to see a huge voice actor like Troy back a project like that. From the outside, it looks like this is trying to automate him as well as a ton of other voice actors out of jobs. Since the Backlash started, Troy has actually posted a few more tweets talking on the subject, even admitting but not quite apologizing for the tone of the original tweet. I always want to be a part of the conversation, even if sometimes that finds me in the midst of a loud one. Appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts and giving me a lot to think about. I'm just a storyteller out here trying to tell my story to whomever will hear and hoping I can help others do the same. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm grateful there are those who are passionate about their stance and not only feel safe to express that, but also have the means to do so. The hate/create part might have been a bit antagonistic. Hope y'all will forgive me for that. Bad attempt to bring levity. Anyway, feel free to resume the conversation or not as you please. I appreciate those with truth showing it, those with support offering it, and those with anger doing their best to express with it. From the outside looking in, and without knowing Troy personally, Troy has always seemed like a genuine guy with some ambition and a love for others and entertaining. I'm hopeful that at the very least he listens to his fans and brings this situation around in a positive way, whatever way that may be. We will have to wait and see though. Actions speak, and this one seemed to be saying all the wrong things. With all of that said, I would love a discussion on NFTs and people's feelings on them. I have some friends who are all about them, and I've seen so much negative information about them as well. I would love to see some constructive conversation in the comments, whether it's in games, whether it's out of games, whether it's the ethics of NFTs. I would love to know your thoughts on the subject. I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe out there.